Hundreds of Liverpool fans poured onto the already packed Hillsborough terraces like a river of lava, a court heard yesterday. The trial of police match commander David Duckenfield was told the sudden surge caused a deadly crush in the pens behind the goalposts. Prosecutors said one dad begged police to take action when he saw the massive bodies and feared for the lives of his two teenage daughters. Sarah Wright and Victoria Hicks were killed in the Hillsborough disaster, Image, PA, but he said he was told to shut up and his pleas fell on deaf ears. Duckenfield, 74, denies the gross negligence manslaughter of 95 Liverpool fans who died after being crushed during the 1989 FA Cup semi-final at Sheffield Wednesday's ground. His barrister claimed he was being singled out by prosecutors. Benjamin Myers QC told the jury, "It seems David Duckenfield is being held responsible for just about everything that went wrong that day." The court heard the crush on the Leppings Lane terraces happened after fans headed down an open tunnel into an already packed area, moments before the kickoff on April 15, 1989. A huge buildup of spectators outside the turnstiles had led to calls from officers to open an exit gate to relieve the pressure. But as 2,600 people walked through the gate and into the stadium, many headed down a tunnel into pens 3 and 4, which were already full. Prosecutor Richard Matthews QC told the jury an Inspector Bullis was in the stand above the terracing. In the wake of the disaster, he spoke about what he had seen. The officer said, "At approximately 3 p.m., I was looking down at the crowd from a position in the center of the stand slightly to the left of the central tunnel, when I saw what I described as a river of people suddenly enter the terracing from a central tunnel. This wedge of people seemed to push forward down the terracing, pushing the people that were already standing there forward. The scene reminded me of the type of picture seen on television, when molten lava is shown flowing down a hillside from an active volcano." Trevor Hicks had gone to the club's cup tie against Nottingham Forest with wife Jennifer and daughter Sarah, 19, and Victoria, 15. The girls were in the pens. Trevor Hicks had gone to the club's cup tie against Nottingham Forest with wife Jennifer and daughter Sarah, 19, and Victoria, 15. The girls were in the pens. Image, Liverpool Echo. Trevor, who was standing near the police control box, noticed something was badly wrong about 10 minutes before kickoff. Mr. Matthews told the jury at Preston Crown Court, Trevor and 2 others called up to a senior officer in the area of the police control box and asked him to do something. It was obvious people in pen 3 were in distress. Mr. Hicks said the officer kept looking at pens 3 and 4. When Trevor spotted a second senior officer on the steps of the control box, he and other fans again begged him to take action. But the prosecutor said, that officer turned round and told Mr. Hicks, in no uncertain terms, to shut up. The court heard Sarah and Victoria were both killed. The jury heard the man in charge of the police operation that day had a bird's-eye view of the impending disaster. But Duckenfield, a former chief superintendent, allegedly failed to deal with the buildup of thousands of fans outside the turnstiles and to monitor the increasingly desperate situation on the packed terraces. The court was told the crush at the front of the pens was so severe that 10 people were crammed into a square meter of space in places. David Duckenfield denies the gross negligence manslaughter of 95 Liverpool fans who died after being crushed. Image, Daily Mirror. Photos were shown of fans crushed against the fences. Images of 27 of those who died, pictured standing on the terrace before the crush reached its peak, were also shown to the jury. Mr. Matthews said Duckenfield, from Ferndown, Dorset, had admitted making mistakes when he gave evidence at inquests into the deaths of 96 fans. He said the policeman's failings fell far below the standard of the reasonably competent match commander. But Mr. Myers claimed Duckenfield was being singled out. He said, he was not equipped with special powers to anticipate things that everybody else didn't. By virtue of bad stadium design, bad planning, some aspects of crowd behavior, some aspects of police behavior, mistakes by various individuals and genuine human error, this tragedy happened. Mr. Myers said his client was appointed Match commander only 3 weeks before the fixture and added, to single out David Duckenfield is artificial and unfair. Former Sheffield Wednesday club secretary Graham Mackerel, 69, of Stocking Pelham, Hertfordshire, denies safety breaches. The trial continues.